No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 229. Mets, 8:42 p.m. Joey, following her Balloony-provided stargazing via Z's telepathic powers as Z literally traveled east to west along Australia's northernmost border propelled by sea current and her accompanying conversation with Big B concerning Z's quixotic desire to come to Metz in order to speak with Z's progenitor, Pilotre de Rosière, Joey experienced the mutually exclusive desire of wishing to speak with Pilotre while not wishing to bother him. Shaking her head, she whispered, "If only the man had a telephone with texting." Her innocuous statement eliciting a quick covering of her mouth with her hand as she remembered the bugs planted within her room. Her chagrin discounted as quickly as it had appeared as she realized how benign her whisper had been. Quixotic, adjective, exceedingly idealistic, unrealistic, and impractical. Progenitor, noun, a person or thing from which a person, animal, or plant is descended or originates, an ancestor or parent. Sighing once while shaking her head, she punched Pilotre's home phone number into her cell phone and, following the third ring, heard his familiar voice deliver its terse message of, "You have reached the residence of Pilotre de Rosière. Please leave your name, phone number, and a brief message, and I will return your call. Thank you." Said highly predictable reaction to her action, only increasing her feelings of frustration. "Very well," she hissed under her breath as she punched Pilotre's cell phone number, then sat with foot tapping on her floor in frustration as her eyes rolled upward in response to the ringing of the cell phone. "Pilotre de Rosière," Pilotre answered, adding, "With whom am I speaking?" "This is Joey, Pilotre," she said, rising from her bed, stepping outside and standing atop the spiral staircase that provided a private entrance to her room. "I was speaking with a friend about neurology," she said, using a completely uncharacteristic rising inflection while making a declaration. "Our conversation," she continued, punctuating our, "got me thinking about your attack in Brisbane, which led to the question of residual brain damage. My friend made some excellent points, which piqued my curiosity as to whether you had seen a neurologist about rehabilitation of the particular part of your brain that was affected. I apologize if I am overstepping, but this friend is absolutely remarkable. Oui?" "I see," Pilotre said without inflection, then adding, "One moment, please," into the phone. Standing, nodding to his parents, and bringing his phone to his chest, he said, "Pardon me," before stepping into their backyard. Once outside, he returned his cell phone to his ear and said to Joey, "The only rehabilitation I've had was while in hospital and immediately after. I have received no additional physical therapy. Your friend sounds very wise. When did you speak with him about this?" "Just today," Joey said. "The events of today weigh heavily upon me, and I spoke to an impeachable, very trusted confidant." "Understood. This friend seems very wise. He is also very compassionate. So much so that he told me he was contemplating coming to Metz to see you, even though the trip would be long and possibly dangerous." "I see," Pilotre whispered. "I understand. You dissuaded him, no?" "I did, at least for now. As I said, he is a very compassionate and determined soul." "Please reiterate that he must not do anything to endanger himself for my sake," Pilotre said. "Please let him know that doing so might destroy me." "I will," Joey managed to whisper, "unless you would like to tell him so?" "Well, yes, that might be best. Are you at home? You did not answer your telephone." "Actually, I am at my parents' home. There will be other days." "There will, though. If you would like, I can come to your parents' home." No, I am a bit north of downtown Metz, and you have no car, so unless you would like me to come and pick you up. When were you planning to begin your New Year's Eve celebrations?" "I have plenty of time to celebrate the new year, but there is no need for you to come here if you feel comfortable speaking with me over the telephone," as she accented her final word. "Ah," Pilotre said, "I would, but at the moment something is bugging me. Would you be so kind as to call me at my parents' home, and then we can talk more thoroughly?" "I will, Professor. The number?" "Their telephone number is 387-52-3100. "Merci," Joey said. "I have a little something to which I must attend. I will phone you soon." "I will be here," Pilotre said, adding, "Au revoir," then disconnecting.